everybody? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham News and Update show for Wednesday, June 26th. And I feel like I just woke up on Christmas morning. Yes, it is the Fixture Drop day. And yes, it happened about 4 hours ago, 4.5 hours ago. And you have that feeling of like, shit, what did I miss? And oh man, my phone was going off. I'm super excited. I just shot out of a cannon already. I was just messaging with Matt from the Race Course Ramble. Yes, it is exciting. We have fixture news. It feels like an actual kickoff to a season right now. That's what it actually feels like right now. And it's exciting times. It really is exciting times. I'm just looking at it, what happened this morning. I was just kind of walking through a little bit, did a little bit of reading because, I prepped a little bit. Just listened to an interview with the gaffer. I thought that was awesome. But yes, we open up our fixtures on Saturday, August 10th. 5:30 p.m. kickoff. It's going to be not that early for me on that time. But yes, we are kicking off against Wickham Wanderers. So the W's go at it. So the W for us, hopefully we can take a W, and it's at home. I'm excited, as you can tell. So smash a like on the video. Get involved in the chat. Let's see what we think about this. We're going to get the news and update for the fixtures out now. See what's going on for the rest of the day, but we are here, and it is an exciting time. So as you can see, fixture drop, and here we go. There's the fixture news. Wrexham AFC face Wickham Wanderers in the opening day game, and those are the fixtures right there. I just downloaded them to my iPhone, or whatever app, whatever you did. And August 10th, Wickham Wanderers home 5:30. That is awesome, and that doesn't seem too far away. It's June 26th right now. It doesn't seem too far away. So you think about it, and it's just down the road. Matt wants to come in. Hold on, he wants to come in right now. And he said, let me in, or I'll be pissed. 1 second, Matt. Where's my link? I'll just do it here. Okay, you know how to do it on here. But I am super excited for this. And it's going to be a fantastic season. We got a little bit of a murderer's row there. All those teams there that are showing Bolton, Reading, Peterborough, and Birmingham City, Shrewsbury Town. I mean, it is Birmingham City away, September 14th. It's already rocking and rolling. We're gonna full test on ourselves for sure, absolutely. And I do have up here. This was on the Sky Sports. And we have the manager there having a conversation, which is kind of cool. So
since 2005.
There you go.
What's your immediate reaction to the fixtures, Phil?
I love it.
Yeah, pleased. I think it's always great to have a home game for the first day of the season. So we've got that. Some really exciting away games come up quite quickly after that. Bolton, Peterborough, and Birmingham. So that's what we've got in the Division 4 to meet.
Oh my God, yeah, it's
teams and test them.
It's gonna be a huge test. But yeah, the fixture news comes out. I was also looking at there's Matt. He's up there. I'll grab him in a second. The other one that stuck out to me was on Mansfield Town home November 9th, and then the December fixtures. The 26th Blackpool home. That's a good one. And then 2 home games there. So let me grab Matt real quick. Let me see if I can make this work. Oh, it's exciting, brother. It is exciting times.
How are you, mate? You okay?
I am good. I feel like I just shot myself out of a cannon. I am so pumped. It's actually, it feels like it's happening now. Like I said, August 10th does not seem that far away. Does not seem that far away.
We've got some juicy fixtures. We're at an ex-Premier League club within 2 weeks. Within a week, aren't we? So Bolton away. So that's there's some big ones in there.
Yeah. What was your idea? I missed everything this morning. Literally woke up, took a quick look around. What was going on at 1 a.m. my time? How did it go? I saw that it seemed pretty active.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was excited about Blackpool away on a bank holiday weekend.
Yep.
Which for us, which is April, which is unbelievable, really. That is going to be messy for most people going up to the coast. If the weather's half decent, that'll be mint. But it's like it's tangible now, isn't it? We can feel it now. It's starting to come together. So we've got fixtures. We've seen a bit of action. The players are all been back at the ground today. They're doing their fitness tests ahead of coming back next week. I think they come back officially next week. They're getting all their fitness tests. We'll have new kits before we know it. So it's exciting.
Yeah, it'll be so in interview said home games pleased with the first, Bolton, whatever he said. Today, the lads are back getting their stuff ready for and back on Monday training, preseason testing. And then he talked about the U.S. and then talking about Bale. But yeah, it seems like it's going in. I don't know if you guys, if you know about this fixture against Wycombe Wanderers where Nathan Bisham played. I mean, I was there last year. I was 30 yards away when this happened. So that's pretty interesting. He'll
get some stick, won't he? He's going to get some, especially if he comes and plays pantomime villain and he's time wasting and he's, this theatrics. It could be that could be very interesting for him.
Yeah. Oh man, but this is it does feel real. Like you said, like we got a signing in. Maybe there's some more coming in. We'll see. They're back in training. I'm seeing pictures of Macca with his shirt off. I'm just like, I got to get to the gym again. What are we doing here?
He's ripped, isn't he? Yeah.
He's absolutely shredded for his age. The first 10, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 away. Those are, we're gonna have some tests. And the one that does scare me though is that Birmingham there, and even Bolton, the second there. I mean, those are I like professional EFL league teams that have been there and know how to stay in the league. Yeah.
And even you see, sorry to interrupt, but there's even we're not tuned into this league yet, so we're not looking at the right teams, I don't think, all the time. So you look at Peterborough, for instance, they were right up there. Obviously, Bolton were right up there last season. Birmingham have come down, Shrewsbury, and teams like, not necessarily straight away, but like Burton. Burton have done some great business today, getting Horsey from Crawley to score some goals for them. So, we don't really know yet some of these fixtures. You look at them and you go, oh, that looks okay. But actually, by the time it comes around, they'll be exceptional, really.
Yeah, and things could change. I mean, this is how it stood last season. The Bolton Derby and Portsmouth. Pasha right there. Oxford obviously went up. Lincoln City, Blackpool. I mean, that's where. You're right. These are all teams that have just been in the league. And here's actually the table. This is the current. I can't get up. We're at the bottom there. Wickham. This is the table. I mean, massive. Hopefully we don't stay there. But this is it looks like it does look like an incredible league, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I still feel if we could do some business, we can make things happen. Kicking off with the opening weekend against Wickham at home game, that's a good way to get things started.
Yeah, if you could pick, you'd pick home game, wouldn't you? If you 100%. Against somebody that you don't initially think is going to be a title winner, that would be the dream, wouldn't it? As that's what we got, to be fair.
Yeah, because they ended up they finished about 10th last season, but they finished on a run. But I mean that doesn't mean what's going to happen this season. But they finished 10th. That's mid-table considering. But all the things that are coming down with Blackpool and everybody, not Blackpool, Birmingham City. It's just oh god, Crawley Town. Yeah. What do you make of the holiday fixtures? Festive.
So Christmas. Delighted with a couple of home games in between Christmas and New Year. So that'll give them a little bit more rest time, won't it? If you think about it. So I was delighted with that, and two good games as well. Obviously Blackpool and Wigan. So they'll be tasty. And then obviously an away trip to Barnsley on New Year's Day. There'll be a lot travelling to that if they can get tickets. So I think we've got a really good festive period myself. How
far away is Barnsley? Is that a long drive?
So if I put it, I'll tell you exactly, because obviously if you from us, because I don't think I've ever done it in the car.
But I also, while you're looking for it too, I look at the Blackpool having 2 home games in there. Really good. Yeah, we come from Bristol Rovers on the 21st, so 26 Blackpool home. That's good. 29 home. I mean, that's going to be that week right there is going to be magic. Absolute magic.
Yeah. So here you go. So it's a couple of hours, depending on the traffic. It's a couple of hours, and it's actually about 80 odd mile, 83 mile. So
okay.
There'll be a lot of Wrexham fans going to that.
Yeah, I could. That's not too horrible. First time we play, I'm trying to play when we play Stockport.
So that is November.
Yeah, November 16th away. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see who's in front of that? Mansfield.
Mansfield. Yeah. So we get the sort of the League Two, the promotion trio out of the way, don't we? So
Yeah, that in November. I mean, we should, have our footing in by then, I would believe.
God, I hope so.
God, I hope so. Yeah. But now I look at all this, and what you just said about, we got to make some signings. We have a solid team. I know we was talking about it yesterday. We have a solid team, but we got to make some signings. We got to see we got to develop and get things done. But hopefully, do you think? You might probably give a little more beat on it than I do. Do you think we're gonna have people coming through before we leave?
For America?
Yeah.
What date do we leave? Because I'm actually going to that I'm going to that friendly with Hanley Town.
The 14th.
So that's the 14th. So basically we've got about 3 weeks, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there'll be at least one in before then.
Yeah. I'd like at least one. I think
they've got some jiggery pokery to do. This is the thing, haven't they? With that squad, it's technically it's near its limit, but depending on who you realistically think is going to be named in it. So there's some outgoings before might be what we see.
Yeah, Parkinson. You're watching the interview, like he seems confident. I mean, I was looking at the board behind him, and if you saw that the board behind him, it was even Tozer was still on there, so that wasn't an updated squad. But I hope that we get some people in before then. For me, I think we need to hit all forward, middle, and the back. That's what I feel like we're gonna do.
I agree totally.
What did you make of? Sorry, go ahead.
I think they might do. I mean, all the talk is that they're going to do something at left wing back as well. So it depends if they can get the right people, doesn't it? But that's been the talk. So we might see 4 or 5 bodies yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
I definitely need some movings out. So I think the moving out will be up front. But that's what I think. I think Bickers and Waters. I think Bickers, sure, yeah.
At least because you could make an argument about Dolby, couldn't you, needing some game time? So on the right side as well, we're overloaded on the right side. So do you what do you do there? Do you keep them and just let Fordy be the cover for both sides, or do you just go with 2 and you have to sacrifice somebody? There's a few questions around, I think.
Yeah, and Matt Al says and Dolby. Yeah, for me, I'm putting Dolby out on loan, but that's just me, So, a couple notes from Parkinson here. He said, absolutely great to be at home in the first game. He said, we can't complain. It's been a long wait for the club to get back in this level, 19 years. When the supporters see the fixtures, I'm sure it'd be a great excitement. It is exciting. Like I said, I woke up, and obviously you guys covered it live. I woke up and I was like, oh, this is like Christmas morning. This is great. Nintendo. I love it. He also said he's got connections with quite a few clubs, and it's very exciting to be back to Bolton. First home game of the season for them. So he played at Bolton for 10 years. Am I making that up?
Roughly, yeah. And Reading, he's got some history with Reading as well.
Yep.
So he gets them relatively quick, doesn't he? Because those are is that games 2 and 3? I can't remember that.
Yeah, but yeah, you go Bolton, Peterborough, and Birmingham. I mean, those are. I don't want to say they're household names, but people know those names. And I know it's not like you don't play the shirt. You got to play the team. But I mean, it's really it's like really exciting. Aaron's in. Hey fellas, how you doing? Aaron, I don't know if Aaron was up earlier. Just mentioned the boxing game to my wife, and I was met with profanity. What did you say to her?
Why? I guess why? Yeah, why? Yeah.
You have to deliver it the right way. You use better words, Matt Al. You can't just say, hey, use better words. You can't grunt it to her.
Just a quick one. And I pointed this out before, but that Peterborough game is quite interesting from a multiple points of view. So they were up there last season, if you remember. They were in the sort of the playoff picture. They're obviously Darren McAntony has a really good YouTube podcast, which is worth listening to. He's quite outspoken. He's on Talk Sport. You'll see him on Talk Sport periodically if you still want. I know historically you said you watched a little bit of Talk Sport. But also they're managed by Darren Ferguson. So that's Alex Ferguson's son, who obviously used to play for us for a long time. And was really good for Wrexham. So lots of people always, whenever we have a managerial vacancy, if he's out of a job, loads of people are like, we want Darren Ferguson because of his vastly experience now in the EFL.
Yeah,
it's a great job. So that's even that early on. There's stories behind lots of these teams, isn't there?
I think you're right. There's gonna be a lot of like a lot of storylines. I hate to put it, but that's the truth. There's gonna be a lot of storylines. It's like going like a WWF. Like, oh, there's gonna be who's gonna be the villain. We already have a villain. We have a villain already with Nathan Bishop. Coming into the first day one. You got a villain. Where the two teams that are coming up with us, Stockport and Mansfield Town, and then also the Birmingham City thing. Which, by the way, I was listening to this morning before I passed out at 10 o'clock last night, that apparently Ryan Reynolds said that didn't happen. They didn't agree to anything like that. I heard that this morning. He's like, no, he tried to distance himself from that. So
we'll never know the truth, will we? That's exactly what I would say. I think it was driven by Birmingham. Irrespective, I think it was Birmingham who drove it. They obviously went to the EFL and said, any chance, and got Swift.
Yeah, Swift, no chance.
No thanks.
Yeah. But this is the first. It's very, very exciting times, and now I'm just like, okay, how do we secure, some players so we can compete? I mean, they seem pretty pumped up this morning doing the show. You guys watched it live, obviously, but like I said, the 10th is not that far away. The 10th is not that far away.
And let's just caveat this though that in the next week, the TV games will get shifted. So up until the end of September, the games up until the end of September that they want for TV will get shifted. So it might be kickoff times, it might be kickoff days. Let's caveat the first little section of the season. Don't put your house on anything as of yet, apart from the opening game.
Yeah, exactly. So he says, I think this is the note that had longer notices of release periods on TV selection. Within 7 days of today's EFL fixture release, all broadcast selected matches will be allocated for the period to the end of September. Okay, so before a ball is kicked, all TV selections will be allocated. Okay, so that's very interesting. So do we have a beat on what's going to happen with this? I follow. I know you go to the matches, most of the matches, but for everyone, they're talking about the Sky Sports Plus. We don't have to.
So internationally for you guys, nothing changes, right? It's still business as usual. Although they might rebrand it from iFollow to something different, but fundamentally it's the same thing. But for us, obviously Sky Sports Plus, I think it's called, is the channel that we'll be using to watch any games that they select. So that's it. Really.
So will that have every Wrexham game on it?
No, because again, the vast majority of them will be 3 o'clocks, won't they? So we know that the 3 o'clock blackout has remained. So we'll still miss them unless you've got some dodgy VPNing going on, which obviously we don't do.
We don't encourage that.
Obviously,
we don't encourage that. What the match? I wanted to bring something else up here. The most of the games. So we have a couple Tuesday games too.
I think there's 9. I think there's 9 at the moment. 8 or 9 at the moment, I think.
Let me see. Tuesday, the first Tuesday game. So Saturday, a bunch of Saturday. Tuesday, October 1st, away, Stevenage.
Have you got a list of them all? I can get a list of them all. I've seen a tweet with them.
Okay, go grab it. I'll let you pick up so Tuesday, October 1st. That's the first one that I see here. And then you got the 3rd of December. Barnsley. Thursday game too. There's a Thursday game as well.
I've got them. Are you ready?
Yep, go on.
So 1st of October, Stevenage. 22nd of October, Huddersfield at home.
It's a big one.
3rd of December, Barnsley at home. 28th of January, Stevenage at home. 4th of March, Huddersfield away. And 1st of April, Cambridge away.
Okay.
Those are the Tuesdays.
And then we got to figure that the Bristol Street Motors and the Carabao FA, all those will probably be littered in there too. So, Matt Al says Birmingham want to ride Wrexham's overseas fandom. They see how overseas money has bolstered the team. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all season with this Tom Brady and them thing. I think it's gonna happen all season. 6.5 weeks. It does not 6.5 weeks until opening day. Yeah. But on that, the Tuesday games, that doesn't look like dreaded. So we have 8 of them, whatever it was, a couple Wednesdays there because of the holiday, January 1st. I mean, that doesn't seem horrible, So most of the games are 3 o'clock. Most of the games are 3 o'clock. All games are 3 o'clock. Is that right?
Not all of them.
Just the regular.
And just remember that obviously, we're going to get a load of shit. We're still going to get a load shifted, aren't we? But
yeah. So the 3 p.m. games, those are the, what are we at? 3 p.m. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So yeah, I think those are 7 a.m. for me. So yeah,
not bad. Could be worse.
It could be worse because I was the 5:30s. The 4s and 5s are not great, but I'm sure there'll be a couple in there. But overall, I mean, it's exciting times. I didn't see anyone else's schedule, so I don't know if anyone else has a murderer's row starting out.
No, I haven't looked. I haven't seen anything. But there's always somebody in there. There's always somebody gets like the group of death in the World Cup and the Euro. Somebody always gets one. But just a quickie. It's worth noting that the Lincoln home game on October the 12th, where we play Lincoln City, that technically we'll be celebrating that as our 160th anniversary.
Wow, home game.
So I'm sure they might dress that up with some pageantry in some way, shape, or form.
Some sexy thing there. That's at the Northampton town. That's 2 days after my birthday. So, yeah.
It's almost like it's fate that you should be over here for that game, isn't it?
29 again. Jesus. If I look at all these matches here, right? For me, the most exciting, if I was going to really, I'd love to be at a match. I'd love to be at a Boxing Day match, the Blackpool home.
Blackpool.
I would die to be there. I would love to.
Why that one? Just out of interest?
Because I feel like that time of the year, the festive, is so. It's so much energy. Everyone's in a good mood. Things like that. And I just feel like, or most of the time they're in a good mood. But I just feel like that'd be a great time to be there. So. And then you guys have your season tickets all sorted out, correct? You guys are good.
Yeah. We renewed our 4 pretty much straight away, and then we're all sat here waiting to see what this, I don't know what we call it, loyalty scheme is for away fans now, aren't we? We're waiting to see what that is and how it works exactly, because there was a leak, wasn't there, which came from the fan advisory group where they'd proposed a system, and then somebody leaked that. What it looks like and how it's going to work. And we're just waiting for them to officially fine-tune it and officially push it out. So again, that's something relatively big. They need to get out relatively soon so that people know, because people are going to be wanting to, I'm not sure how many, Bolton's probably a bad example. That might hold 4,000 away, but some of those others won't. So fans will want to know, how many points do I need to be able to buy me tickets on release day and stuff. So we'll wait with bated breath.
I feel like smash the like button, says Hip Karma. How you doing, Hip Karma? Good to see you. I feel like the away matches will be just as rowdy for us as the home matches. I mean, I know it happened this year. You went to a bunch, I'm sure, but I feel like the away matches, we're gonna travel well. I think so.
I think so.
The Bolton Wanderers one, I mean, and the Peterborough one, like you mentioned there, those 2 first away matches. Those aren't. They're not easy.
I know. The Bolton's an interesting one. It's sort of nobody's talking about them, or everyone's talking about Birmingham, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because of the Brady stuff, it's starting to get picked up. There's obviously the headlines from last week, and then there's the headlines they're saying that they're going to buy their way out of this league quickly, aren't they? There's that
20 million
article came out. Yeah. They are going to throw the money around. So everyone's talking about that. Nobody's talking about Bolton. Bolton were up there last season. They've got history and that stadium. So that is going to be a tough. If we get a point there, I'll be delighted.
They were third. They were third last season. I mean, they went into the playoffs. They went in third. Obviously, didn't work out. But you're right. That's a tough. Peterborough, Bolton, and Peterborough are third and fourth right there in the playoffs. Yeah.
But when you look at those fixtures, you don't go, "Oh my god!" It's because we're not quite tuned in yet, are we? We're not quite. So we're not zoned in on who. And also the squads are all changing, so we're not. It's still all fluid, isn't it? We don't really know where we're going to sit.
It's a moving target. It's a total until we find out what's happening. When does the transfer market? Is it the 31st or is it?
I'll Google it. Oh, it's going to be.
By the way, I hate that.
I hate that. Yeah, everybody hates the transfer window, but technically, I think somebody needs to challenge it really, because it's a restriction of trade, which you're not really you're not really allowed to do. So I'm surprised nobody's queried it yet. But
we need who was the one that made the most noise about it? It was Arsene Wenger used to come on about it, like all the time about it. Him and like, well, we already played 3 games. Why? I don't know what squad, whatever it is. I just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, well, season ticket holders don't like it because, you're kind of having to buy a season ticket without knowing what your team's going to look like. Your chairman could go nuts and sell all your players, and you've spent out massive of money for a season ticket. But I think they should go back to the old days and just get rid of it and buy players as and when you need to.
It'd be very interesting to do that.
Like we did, almost like what we did in National League. We got through 7/8 of the season in the National League, didn't we? I would go back to that. But anyway, it's the 2nd of September this year.
Okay, so by the 2nd of September, we've played 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for the first 4 games, essentially. Yeah. And then Shrewsbury Town will be our first set full squad on the 7th, the Shrewsbury Town game. That's the
Derby at home. What a game that is. Oh, the farmers from down the road rock up.
Let's say that's all right. Honestly, this is look at all these Wickham, Bolton, Reading, Posh, Shrewsbury. I mean, Birmingham. It's oh man,
it's awesome. The names are just. And as I said, the more you sort of not research, but when you realise, oh, actually, there's a link there, or oh, actually, they've spent bucket loads of money already.
Well, as long as Rotherham, there's Rotherham. As long as Aaron's not talking about Rotherham and signing like players, I think we'll be okay further there. David Hilditch says, I think the RE restriction of trade, technically the transfer window does not prevent you buying or selling players. However, those players cannot be registered for the
That's right. Yeah, it is. It is right. There's
a lot in there. It's 22-man roster minus the under 21s and minus the keepers. So our roster, we lost 9, but we're still heavy. If we're going to lose, we got a lot. It was a lot of mental gymnastics in there to get this happening here. Yeah. But you're right. I think we need a left-sided winger, left back to cover if and I think we need a striker. I think we need a midfielder and a central defender for sure.
And we might even need 2 centre halves, depending on what you're going to do. If you think about it, we've lost 3. So.
Yeah, 4. I think 3 or 4. I think it was 4.
Well, we've Tozer, Hayden, Tunnicliffe went.
Yeah, and then to that point, I was talking to Sheldon. I know, and he was talking about Max. Got a little pushback on it about Max not holding his spot. He thinks he's good. And I think he's going to bring somebody in. Well, what do you make of that? Max is a shoo-in, or you think he's going to go another center half, a little bit more of age?
I suspect they'll definitely bring one experienced centre half in.
Yeah.
Whether he'll displace Max straight away or not, I don't know. But Max will be really unlucky because he's been so good at the end of the season, hasn't he? That that run that we had since he came in. So we have to see. Don't if it's a 28-year-old in his prime?
Yeah.
How, and we have to, especially if we have to pay money for him. How is that player not starting?
Yeah.
I think Max, I suspect, not that I want him to, but I suspect Max might be the victim.
Yes. Which will be
after. Yeah. I was just going to say, and that's just, Max just has to see that as a challenge and just go, okay, I'll go again.
Yeah. I'll go again. Yeah. I hope that I don't know if you've seen him. I don't know if does he live in town? I don't know. Not that you're like stalking him.
No, he's out. He was not as local as that. So.
I'm just hoping he puts on a couple pounds. He's at good age to put on another maybe 5 pounds on him. Because I think it's going to be a tough league. I mean, bigger again. It's going to be a tough league. So I hope he puts a few pounds on. Brian Flynn reckons Max will be worth 20 M's in the next couple of years.
I think he was speaking loosely there, I think. But you'd be surprised how big Max is, I saw him at a Gursel Reds meeting and he is really muscly already. I don't think the shirt does him any favour, but he is well built, to be fair to the lad.
Good for a 22-year-old. Good. I hope that they get him on a program there. The guys are coming back now. They're testing each other out, so then we have next week, Monday, they're hitting the ground. I think we're gonna get so much information between now and the 13th in that first game. I just get the kit. Any rumor on the kit? Do you have anything out there?
Only what we already know, which is supposedly that there's some sort of issue with the kit. Nobody knows exactly what, whether it's the sponsor's wording, sponsor's colouring. There's some sort of issue with it. It's largely here. It's sat in a warehouse in Networld Sports, I believe, which is a sports equipment company, and that they're trying to fix whatever this issue is. And obviously they're not publicly going to say anything about that. But that is the strong rumor. Is it's there, it's ready, but there's some sort of issue that they're trying to fix. I did hear a date of the 14th of July mentioned. 4th of July mentioned. Sorry,
that one,
which I saw somewhere.
Yeah,
and now it was just one off the cuff remark that I'd heard. So whether that's got any significance, we'll wait and see, won't we? But 4th of July was a date that I heard.
That would be 8 days from now. That would make a little bit make sense in the States because it's a holiday for us.
Yeah,
a holiday weekend. I could see that happening. But if it is, it gets the United Airlines. They want it. Is that? I mean,
we don't know. There's nobody seems to know for sure.
Yeah. Did I freeze or did you freeze? It might be me.
There you
go. They want. I'm sure they want to make an announcement. I know we saw in our Discord that the colors, if those are right, that'd be all right. I'm fine with those colors. If there's a color in that, but yeah, between now and the 13th, and you're going to go to that Hanley game?
Yeah, I bought 4 tickets, so we're going to that.
Nice.
So that's just before they go in it to the States.
We were talking about yesterday. What a weird one. The day before you leave, you're going to have a match. Why that team? Is it on the way to the airport? I don't know
where they're. I mean, not really, but I don't know where they're flying from or what. I don't know. It's weird. It's really random. We haven't really got any association with them. Yeah. So it's not like it's a local club that we've done lots with over the years and had pre-seasons. It's really random.
Right.
Like their ground doesn't even have an away end. It's one of them where you can just walk around all of it. So I think that's why they've sold the Wrexham tickets first, and they told home fans to hold off until they release. So I think they want to know how they'll get. Yeah. Yesterday they said they'd sold at least half the tickets already.
Yeah, they're like, hey, welcome to all the new Wrexham fans. I mean, I watched that yesterday. I was like, we just helped. Not that whatever it is, but they just almost blew up their whole X account because they were just like, who is this now? And I was like, what's the association here? There has to be something. But if it's just random, it's just random. I have no idea. But that's the day before you fly out, having a match. Gone for 2 weeks. I think it's. Are they gone for 2 weeks? Yeah, I think we're 10 days out here. 10 days. I don't know. But yeah, it's a weird one to me. But we're starting to get milestones though. This was one.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be another one to care about. And then we'll get the milestones coming in. So it should be coming thick and fast here too. It's exciting time. So anything else pump out to you there that looks interesting?
Do you mean fixtures or kit wise or news or what?
Oh, everything, yeah, all of it. All of it.
No, I mean, I say the fixtures are sort of taking care of themselves. I was delighted with them, and like you say, it's just nice now. We're getting action now. We're getting content from the club. We're getting pictures. The pictures are coming through from training today, and that's nice, isn't it? We're filling the gaps, aren't we?
Yeah, we're filling like the pearl, like the string is there. The pearls are starting to be put on it. We're starting to tell the story, which makes it very interesting. I heard that United wanted at airlines to sponsor the front of the shirt. That could be it. That could be it. It's something we don't know what it is. As Matt was saying, last game of the season is May 3rd, Lincoln City away. Matt Al. And I like to have the glue coach says I like that Fat Mac is on the preview. Well, yeah, he's like, I love Fat Mac. I think I like Fat Mac better than Shredded Mac. I don't know.
Controversial.
Controversial. Although when he did do his dance on the show, it was spectacular. But yeah, like as you were just saying, getting the pearls on the string. We got milestones, things like that. Very, very fun. FA Cup third round trophy. The one he's just talking about here, I just picked out something. I had like 3 things up here. Parkinson's dad is good for us around the Christmas period. Who takes side to Barnes on New Year's Day after being away at Swindon last year on Boxing Day, to have Blackpool at home on Boxing Day and then Wigan also at home on December 29th. There are two fantastic fixtures we'll be really looking forward to. The first derby against cross-border rival Shrewsbury Town will be at the Racecourse on September 2nd. The Clash Shropshire. I mean, it's going to start. It's going to get it's going to be fun this year. Hopefully, Matt. Hopefully, we're doing well and we're not sitting here. What?
Well, that is the. I mean, we're excited now, but when you've lost 2 on the bounce and you're like, and Paul Mullen's been suspended for a game because he got the red card, then you're like, oh no, what's going on here? And then we have the, a little twist. We've got potential, obviously, international games now. Sure. If Wrexham have got Joe Morrell, for instance, just for argument's sake, and let's say a new manager comes into Wales and wants to give Mulls a game. Then we've got the, or if only one of them's picked, then we've got games without potentially key players. Let's say imagine Mulls gets picked for Wales, right?
Oh yeah.
And Morrell isn't for whatever reason, and we don't have any other internationals called up. Well, we're going to miss Mulls for that game, aren't we? So we've got these other subplots that start to develop.
Are you this Morrell kid? I don't know. I mean, 27 matches, 0 goals, 0 assists, 9 yellow cards. 27 years old. This is the kid you were mentioning there. I mean, I don't know much about him. I don't know if you know much about him. But he's a Welsh.
He's a vastly experienced midfielder. He's quite dynamic, box to box point of view. But I don't know. It'll be interesting, but the stories won't go away with him. So I've got a feeling.
There could be something in it. I mean, like you said, we just don't know. We really just don't know. They're pretty good at keeping things close to the vest. They're pretty good at that. I do think. I mean, the striker situation, like you just mentioned there. If someone comes in and wants to take Mulls away for a couple of games because of internet, I mean, that's not against. I mean, that's not out of the realm that could happen. He's that good a player, Henri, Wells manager. That was the talk. I mean, he's
France under-21 manager at the moment, and he's managing their Olympic squad. The French Olympic squad. I don't know whether he goes to Wales. I wonder if he's holding out for France or for a big club job again.
Yeah,
I mean, he's flopped pretty hard at a couple of those club jobs, haven't he? So it's the classic. I think there's only Zidane really of the modern day players that's done anything decent, isn't there? As a ex-great player who's become a manager. So
and he. What I don't know what job. I think he might be waiting on the French national job.
Yeah, so there's probably a couple of them who are like, and Vieira's out there as well, isn't he? You see, as well. So
and Vieira was out here for a while, for a little. I think in New York's and NYCFC. But no, it's exciting stuff. But all right, we got games today too. I don't think I'm going to watch any of them live. Are you doing
nothing. In fact, these final rounds, they've had a bit of drama, but the games haven't been great, have they? It's a bit of a damp squib for me. That.
Yeah, the English game is just But this is a good way to wake up. I mean, we're starting, like I said, we're putting things in place here, and this is exciting, really, really exciting. So I'm pumped up. What else is going on here? That's it for now. Probably wrap up. I think you're doing something later on. Let me know.
Yeah, 6:30 my hour time. I don't even know where that is for you. Is that about 10:30? I think it's
10:30. Yeah, I'm 8 hours behind you.
Depending exactly where you are. Then I've scrambled something together, so we'll have an hour and catch up to get up to date. So
nice, very cool. All right, well, let me know, and we'll be around. But yeah, that's awesome. Good to see you, man. And
you.
Thanks for popping in, and hit me up later. I'll be around for sure.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Good stuff. All right, and you, mate.
All right, that is Matt from the Racecourse Ramble popping in. We're just having a quick chat about the fixtures. It's fun. It's just, like I said, it's really, really exciting times here. Things happening, and we're just getting started here. And we just talked about being excited about the fixtures, being excited about coming in, and the kickoffs, and it's really, really fun, and it's good to be a part of this. Good to be a part of it with everyone here. I'm just gonna pop this out real quick. This is at the Leader. August 10th, as we know, this is a Saturday game. he goes on to say Peterborough. I mean, there's so much, and we're going to pick it out. But the fixtures are up, and we have a. I don't want to say a murderer's row start, but we don't have an easy start. We do not have an easy start. Wycombe Wanderers is great. Bolton, Reading, Peterborough, Shrewsbury Town, Birmingham City, Crawley, Leyton Orient. I'm very, very, very excited about this. So, everyone go smash a like on the video, get involved in the chat. Let us know what you guys think, you guys and gals think about the start of the season. Let's see what happens later on today. If there's any more news, if it is, we'll pop in live. Matt's going to do a show later on. I might be on that too. But yes, thick and fast. The fixture drop is in. We're starting to put the pearls in the string and starting to tell the story. So this is great stuff. So thanks, Rock, for coming in, and smash a like on the video, and we will talk soon. So on that bombshell, I'll see y'all soon.